Hi, I'm Georgia.
And I'm Renee.
And this is TiPb TV.
iOS 4.2 is now here, especially for the iPad. It's a major change, but you are not satisfied. You have some pet peeves and you have some things you would like Apple to change in 4.3, if not sooner.
Yeah, I think there were some things that they should have actually changed in 4.2 and didn't really get them. So let me show you a couple of things that bother me about 4.2. One is that we should be able to save your folders. Wouldn't it be nice if you make a mistake, you have someone that moves your folders around, that you have a save folder that has all of your favorite folders already there, so you can just press the button and automatically all your apps go back into your folders.
Folders, reassemble!
Yeah, it would be a great idea. It would be easy.
That would actually be great on an iOS level. Instead of having, because they have a button in Reset that resets your home screen back to factory default.
Exactly.
You should be able to save your home screen and then return to save state. So when you get it perfect, like you spend all those hours, like you said, making your folders, you can just save that setting. Well, arguably you could do all your folders and then sync to iTunes, and then if you mess it up, go back to your previous backup and resync, but that's quite a lot of work.
That seems like a real pain in the butt for something that you should just be able to save and
on
have
the device, yeah.
And just have it so that you can change it all.
We shouldn't be dependent on the computer.
We should be able to just do it on our iPad.
Okay. Next.
Should be a solo device. Second thing is, I don't understand why it is that I can press and delete everything, but I cannot actually delete a folder and have everything that's in the folder go back into the regular
spurt out again.
Yeah, so that I don't have to spend all my time. Now, I don't have a ton of things inside my folders, but really dragging and placing everything else back in is quite an annoyance, especially if you're on the iPad where you have, what is it, 24?
20 apps in a folder.
It's a really
So to get rid of a folder, you've got to drag out 20 apps, and it closes every time in between, so you drag, go back, open folder, drag, it closes, go back, open folder.
Yeah. I have another very simple pet peeve that I have. One thing is when I get applications, I usually buy a few applications at once. It really, really annoys me that once I choose an application and then decide to purchase it, it then swirls me down to where it's downloading.
It boots you out of the App Store and puts you back onto the home screen.
Which market-wise is stupid, because like really, it's like having someone go into your store, want to buy one of your shirts, and then make you go outside after you tried it on to show everyone, and then you can come back into the store.
So you go to the store and you want to buy several things, but every time you buy one item, you get kicked out of the store and you have to go back in. You buy the shirt, kicked out, go back in to buy the pants, kicked out, go back in to buy the shoes.
There's less chance that you're going to go stay inside the App Store, and that seems counterproductive to me.
Yeah. So either they could let you buy something and stay in the store, or they could let you create a queue of items and then check out all at the same time.
Of course, it should be your choice to leave the App Store. We know how to leave the App Store. It's really easy. Just press the home button.
Yeah.
And you leave the App Store.
Which is strange, because the iTunes app, you buy a song, it goes into a download folder and starts downloading. You don't leave the iTunes Store, but you do leave the App Store. Yeah,
you leave the App Store, and not only do you leave it, then it swings you by, you might have 9 pages of apps. It brings you all the way to where it's downloading, almost as if you wouldn't be smart enough to know where this application is going. Like, there is a search bar if you so need that.
Okay, noted. Duly noted.
Yeah. I have one more.
Okay.
One more. I think that this one is... I think that most people would expect that actually this is not this is not the way that it works.
I mean, they're not going to believe you when you tell them about it.
They're not going to. It's almost like an optical illusion. You are not going to believe this. So you choose to go to I'm going to choose TiPb, and you want to search for something. So I'm going to choose that I would like to search. So you press. If
are you going to search Google, or are you going to do the new Find in Safari feature of iOS 4.2?
I am going to do the Find on this page.
Okay.
So the new Find feature. So it says Find on this page. So I'm going to press Find TiPb. There's a whole bunch on our website. There's TiPbs all over the place. So I'm going to search for it. And there are 5 matches. I'm a little disappointed, actually.
We don't talk about ourselves a lot. We talk about the stuff we cover.
We should have a little bit more on TiPb than that. But anyways, so you can see probably just a little bit. It has TiPb there highlighted. But on regular Safari on your laptop, it will have all other places where it says TiPb.
Yeah, it highlights everything on the page, but it shows you which one you're at in a darker shade of yellow.
Exactly, so that you can scroll through and just find them, whichever one you want to find. This one, no. You have to actually press next.
And then it will highlight the next one.
And then it'll highlight, but it only highlights the one that is on right now.
I see what you're saying. You want to be able, right now you have to step through one at a time, and you want to be able to have all of them at least a little bit highlighted so you can just swipe through and see every occurrence and then pick the one that you want.
Yeah, it would make it so much easier so that you could just take a look. And that's the same way. It's different on, I don't know why it's different for the iOS devices than it is for your laptop.
They might not have had time to finish the code for this release.
Maybe not. Perhaps not. It's not good enough.
But you want it in 4.3.
I want it in 4.3. I really wanted it in 4.2. Really, we should have had it yesterday. We should have had it right away. But that being said...
Well, you know what my counter argument is?
Go ahead.
Everything has an opportunity cost, right? If you go eat at McDonald's, you can't eat at the same time at Burger King.
Yes.
So if it would have taken them 100 hours to add that feature to this, that's 100 hours they couldn't have spent doing something else.
Hire another programmer.
Google's got all the programmers. They're hiring everybody. Facebook is hiring everybody. There's only so many really amazing engineers out there.
I don't think that this takes a really amazing engineer. They already have built the code. They just have to transcribe it onto the iPad.
So my only gripes, like I said before, AirPlay and AirPrint. AirPlay is great. It lets you take stuff from your iPad and auto-magically beam it to your Apple TV. But currently it only works in the iPod app on the iPhone, the video app on the iPod Touch and the iPad, and in the YouTube app. That's the only ones that show video. Every other app, including third-party apps, are limited to audio. And especially frustrating if you take a home video. I mean, this was the killer feature. We all wanted this. You take a home video with your iPhone, press one button, it goes right to your TV. You can show your family, your friends, your neighbors.
And you can do it right away.
But only photos work. The minute you get to video, there's no AirPlay button. And if you try to hack it, we tried to do a little hack where you go outside and use the multi-touch button. It plays audio only. So again, this is something that Apple maybe didn't have time to finish. Hire more programmers. Did we get it wrong? Are we overreacting?
I'm usually overreacting.
Is George just a hater?
I'm a hater.
Let us know. Write it in the comments.
Yeah. Was this magical?